And as a clerk at a veterinary hospital.
And then decided to practice medicine without a license when the owners left. Paula Lowski was in Akron today to get the new information as she faced angry pet owners and the judge.
It is hard to imagine someone with no medical training performing operations, but that is exactly what Brandi Tomko was convicted of here in Summit County Court last month and what she was sentenced for today. Outside the courtroom, animal lovers made statements to people passing by using signs. Anything to say? Can we talk real quick? Inside, Brandi Tomko tried to hide behind a notepad when we asked what she had to say. There has been much interest in the case since the story of her unlicensed treating of animals at the C&D Animal Clinic became public. One of the dogs, Allie, belonged to Robert McGee, a disabled veteran.
Allie was my service dog. She was my hands, my legs, my back, my emotional support, and the one who helped me stay balanced and resume much of my normal life as possible.
Kenny Raymond owned Charlie and came to court with all he had left of Charlie, his leash, and after reviewing Tomko's criminal record.
This is, I did the math, it's 86 feet long. The record is 86 feet long in 3 counties.
Prosecutors say Tomko used money she collected at the clinic to feed a drug habit.
I'm not a malicious person. It doesn't have heart. I've rescued animals my entire life.
Her words rang hollow on the judge and on her victims' owners.
I will do my best to forgive you for killing my service dog, Allie.
Charlie was not just a dog. He was the one thing I had.
Tomko got 18 months in prison.
It's over with. It's done with now, and she's going to jail.
It was not mandatory that someone convicted of the crimes that Brandi Tomko was convicted of be sent to prison, according to the legislature. However, the judge noted that she had a recent conviction which allows him to send her to prison, and he did send her away for those 18 months. At the Summit County Courthouse, Paula Lowski, 19 Action News.
To be a vet.
And prosecutors say she even performed surgical procedures on pets. Paula Lowski has the new developments from court.
It is hard to imagine someone with no medical training performing operations, but that is exactly what Brandi Tomko was convicted of here in Summit County Court last month and what she was sentenced for today. Protesters greeted everyone arriving at the courthouse today, their signs telling their story. One of them, Kenny Raymond, lost his dog Charlie after treatment by Tomko. She had nothing to say when we confronted her in the hallway before sentencing. Prosecutors say she simply began to act as a veterinarian after the owners of the clinic where she was a clerk left the business. They say she used the money to buy heroin. In court, owners of pets she treated spoke to the judge about the heartache they felt.
I will do my best to forgive you for killing my service dog, Allie.
You robbed me of my money, and you robbed me of the last 4 days of my best friend's life. So you could get high.
Tomko was sentenced to 18 months in prison on a variety of charges, including identity theft, forgery, heroin possession, as well as a variety of misdemeanors. Now, it is not mandatory that someone convicted of the crimes that Brandi Tomko was convicted of be sent to prison, according to the legislature. However, the judge noted that she had a recent conviction which allows him to send her to prison, and he did send her away for those 18 months. At the Summit County Courthouse, Paula Lowski, 19 Action News.
Tried to pass herself off as a veterinarian is going to prison. 36-year-old Brandi Tomko operated the C&D Animal Clinic on Britton Road in Akron. She was convicted last month on 10 different charges, including practicing without a license. Before she was sentenced today, Tomko apologized to the customers who lost their pets.
I'd like to personally apologize to Kenny Raymond. And I hope that you know in your heart that I did responsibility for Charlie.
She's a case of a good person that could have been good but turned bad, and I really feel justice was served today.
Tomko's defense attorney promises a swift appeal.
Yes, but her life was cut short while she was still in her prime years.
Kenny Raymond also told the court he blames Tomko for the death of his dog, Charlie.
Charlie was stuck in her doggy concentration camp for 4 days. And if it is true the doctors were there on Tuesdays, then Tuesday, April 12, 2011, the last day of Charlie's life, was the only day out of those 4 long days that Charlie actually got to see a doctor.
Tomko then offered her own personal apology.
My entire life, I have nothing to do but save animals. I have been compassionate for them.
Of the 8 counts for which Tomko was found guilty, 3 are felonies. The judge sentencing Tomko to 18 months, a year and a half in prison, a sentence that surprised even those who wanted her to be harshly punished.
I came in expecting the worst and was pleasantly surprised.
Everybody said that nothing was going to happen. Everybody said that she's not going to go to jail. She's going to get probation. She's going to get a slap on the wrist. And they all got proved wrong today. It feels real good.
Her attorney promises a swift appeal.
She's the case of a good person that could have been good, turned bad, and I really feel that justice was served today.
Her attorney, John Grevin, in fact, told the judge in court today that he flat out disagrees with his verdicts. From the Fox 8 studio at the University of Akron, I'm Dave Nethers.
As a veterinarian.
Investigator Sarah Buttison broke this story and joins us with today's developments. Sarah, you actually helped police build their case against Brandi Tomko.
That's right. Our story led to more complaints against her, and that led to what happened today in court. Before a Summit County judge sentenced Brandi Tomko to 18 months behind bars, she tearfully told her victims she is sorry.
I'm not a malicious person. It doesn't get more. I've rescued animals my entire life. I've put everything into that clinic. It was for the animals.
Brandi Tomko was talking about C&D Animal Hospital in Akron, the place she posed as a veterinarian while using heroin.
I agree. But I'm sorry for that, and that is a choice that I chose to make. But never would I hurt the animal over a personal decision.
Kenny Raymond has been waiting for this day. His dog Charlie died after being treated by Tomko. His police report launched the criminal investigation.
Nobody made you take any drugs. Nobody made you play doctor. Nobody made you rip me and everybody else off. You chose the drugs, and you chose to run this well-thought-out scam. I paid good money for my dog to see a doctor, and he deserved to see a doctor, but all he got was Brandi.
Tomko pled guilty to 2 drug charges and was found guilty of 8 other crimes, including fraud and forgery last month. This morning in Summit County Court, she apologized to the pet owners she duped, including Kenny.
And I hope that you know when you're hurt, I take responsibility for Charlie. It hurt me just as bad as it hurt you. And I'm sorry that it didn't happen like you wanted it to. It didn't happen like I wanted it to either. I did talk to you that constantly on the phone about your dog.
After her apologies, the judge sentenced her. Tomko was immediately taken into custody. She will serve her sentence at a state prison for women in Marysville, Ohio.
Pretty emotional day there for those people that she victimized.
Absolutely. Like we said, Kenny Raymond has been waiting for this, and he finally felt like he did get some closure today.
All right, Sarah, thank you.